know what I've noticed? Women will leave a marriage because they are just unhappy. But men, they will stay through the years of attitude, rejection, and flat out disrespect, trying to hold on to the promise they made. And that's the difference. Women chase happiness, but men fight to keep commitment. And that might sting a little, but it's true. There is a big difference between being unhappy and being ungrateful. Unhappy can be worked on. It can be fixed with effort, communication, and humility. Ungrateful, that's when you stop seeing the good right in front of you. Sometimes it is not that your husband stopped trying. It's that you stopped noticing. You stopped thanking him. You stopped respecting him. You stopped showing him the love you expect back. And eventually, even the strongest man gets tired of being treated like he doesn't matter. Men do not usually give up fast. They give up quietly. And by the time they do, it's not because they stopped loving you. It's because they were done begging to be loved back. So before you say you are just unhappy, ask yourself, are you giving the same effort and respect you are asking for?
Will women and the government ever give men reasons to marry? Hell no. This trend of men not marrying is impossible to reverse. Women have lost the sense to know the difference between good and evil. Feminism and the sexual revolution were the last beat of a tune that started with the French Revolution in the 18th century. The tune was to abandon all morality in favor of liberty. Licentiousness became the norm, the new good. We are in the time of the end. The world is mostly evil, and this cannot be reversed. Marriage as we once knew it is a relic of the past, and many men are not able to play this rigged game anymore. As much as this sounds harsh, it's better to see things realistically instead of believing a woman will be fair if the divorce happens. This is far from being negative, though. As a man, you're a practical creature, so you don't want unnecessary complications. Unless you're desperate to get some pussy, of course. Jumping through hoops to get modern women is a zero ROI activity, and you're better off either with a chick trained to be a wife, or even better, in a state of voluntary celibacy.
I always think about that women from the 1940s and 50s would laugh at us today. Because they'd be like, oh, you left because you weren't happy? My man had a whole family across town and I stayed. You know what I mean? That used to happen. Families would meet at funerals. And even, I have some relatives that kind of, stayed together through cheating and all this stuff. But nowadays, girls will just leave because they're not happy, which is crazy, especially when you have kids. It's not about you.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, and that's why I don't think men have any incentive anymore to get married. Because initially, men would marry for sex because women want a commitment. And women, they wouldn't give sex unless there was a commitment. And then they want someone that can cook and clean and maintain a home that's good with children. And a lot of women don't want children. And they wanted purity, they wanted a virgin. And women aren't virgins anymore.
If men find no incentives for marriage, well, they'll either bang hoes left and right, or simply stay single. The Western world as a whole has become a hostile place for men wanting to build a family. Sadly, it looks like this ain't going back anytime soon. In today's video, we're discussing the astonishing decline in marriage rates, why men are done with this, and funny enough, why modern women are desperate. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to JustHey-134. He said, "Women, don't objectify me. Also, women, I'm the table." See, this is a perfect opportunity to insert the woman meme. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked one, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the
and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow.
We live in a time when everyone is told to do whatever they want, as long as you don't hurt anyone, of course. But this comes with a caveat. Here's the thing. If a woman sleeps around with multiple dudes and ghosts each one of them, it's all good because she's getting to know herself more. However, when men don't want to marry anymore because family law leans towards the woman's side 9 out of 10 times, it's because there's something wrong with men. What a clown world. When men pull out their reasons for choosing not to marry, no matter how solid they are, they're pretty much called all the names under the sun. Insecure, intolerant, selfish, and the list goes on. Will you ever get annoyed by someone if they call you selfish for wanting to protect the fruits of their labor? I'm guessing you will because, let's be honest, you ain't wasting all these years of hard work on a chick that will rip you off before, during, and after a relationship.
To be honest, I'd rather just be a little lonelier than deal with all the hassle of dating. I'm really not in a place emotionally and financially where I can deal with sorting through a bunch of misses to find a missus. Nowadays, with dating apps, there's always something new and more exciting just around the corner. So many women I've dated have abruptly broken things off because they found something more exciting. Dating is like taking on a part-time job. I don't have the time or the energy. I'm sure all of you can relate to that. Social media, Hollywood, and porn have really altered the expectations of the general public across the board when looking for a mate. It's actually really messed up psychologically when a person thinks about it. Specifically, unrealistic expectations are held by people who conveniently hold themselves to extremely low standards but feel entitled to the best. More specifically, unrealistic expectations are held by people who act like victims when they're confronted with equally high expectations.
I came across an article that explains why men don't want to marry anymore. On top of that, their title is kind of funny. Men Not Wanting to Marry, a Modern Problem. Yeah, you guessed it. Looks like making your own decisions as a man is bad if they're not aligned with this gynocentric society we live in. A woman can sleep around as much as she wants and even exploit men financially, but a man is pretty much the devil incarnate for not wanting the government involved in his personal and financial life. That said, let's check the article. Men not marrying. Men not wanting to marry is a growing concern for women of all races in the United States. For example, up to 55% of black women never marry, along with 25% of white women. There have been numerous studies done as to why these figures have been rising since 1982, when these figures were 30% black women never marrying and 10% white women also never tying the knot. Let's take a look at some societal reasons marriage has been on the decline for all races, and what women, on the whole, can do to bring their marriage rates back up. The tips in this article are going to sound sexist to some, but you must remember that for men to desire marriage, there have to be old-fashioned practices in place that will make them feel that there is a benefit to them in tying the knot. You see, she thinks that some benefits men want to get are sexist. This is simple. A man who wants a woman with homemaking skills is a bad person because he pretty much wants a maid and not a strong and independent woman. As stupid as it sounds, this is the mindset of modern-day women, as well as simps who do whatever they can to get some girls. If a woman claims that she's independent 24/7, men will think she really means it and move on while she still wonders why she's all alone and no man wants to marry her, but just smash with her. Let's keep on reading. Men are less interested in marriage than ever before. Why? Sex without commitment is getting to be the norm. This is one reason people used to marry young. In the days before free love, it was considered healthy to be in a monogamous relationship where a couple would get sexual relief safely and regularly. In addition, the woman received the security of commitment. But these days, most women feel sexual freedom is a good thing and exercise their rights. Women are less feminine than ever before. Men naturally want to wear pants in a relationship. But feminism has taught women that fighting for their rights in marriage and getting their way all the time is the way it's supposed to be. Men feel that getting involved in committed relationships and marriage equals stress rather than love and a balance of masculine and feminine. Automation has eased traditional wifely tasks so that men can do them without help. TV dinners, takeout, and restaurant meals have replaced a great majority of the kitchen cooking from scratch women used to do at home as housewives. In addition, washers and dryers let anyone clean and dry their clothes with ease. With a 50% chance of divorce, men can get screwed for life by paying alimony, which can take them to the poorhouse. Men often see the statistics and simply shun the idea of ever getting married.
Prenuptial agreements can get thrown out. So even if you do have a prenuptial agreement, I think Dr. Dre had a prenuptial agreement with his wife, and they were still able to pierce through it. So I don't know the total details of that, but they can definitely be thrown out. They're not bulletproof. And yeah, I just think marriage is an L in today's day and age. There's obviously the tradition component if you're religious, but when it comes to the government involvement and the potential financial ramifications of having to unwind a marriage, it does not make sense. So don't get married, guys. Don't do it.
As you can see, men in this modern age are finding themselves less interested in marriage, and it's not difficult to see why. I know for a fact that you totally agree. Men are encouraged to focus on aspects of life that bring personal fulfillment, growth, and happiness, and marrying modern women is not one of those, for sure. One crucial aspect to consider is the pursuit of personal success, which includes carving out a thriving career and striving for financial stability. Building a solid foundation in these areas can lead to a fulfilling and prosperous life. Instead of investing time and resources in relationships or even a marriage that might not work out, men decide to channel that energy into their passions and ambitions. A successful career can bring a sense of accomplishment and open doors to exciting opportunities instead of settling down for a masculine chick who will give you tons of headaches but no support at all. This is crucial to understand. As a man, your life is complex enough to invite a masculine woman into your life. She will fight over menial matters, argue all the time with you, and pretty much be another battle that you might not want to fight after a tough day of work. You may ask her to cook something, but she screams at you saying that she's not your maid, and you can easily make instant noodles for yourself. However, she still wants you to be her emotional tampon while claiming that she doesn't need you. Would you deal with a chick like that? Personally, I wouldn't. When it comes to relationships, it's essential for men to focus on emotional connections and meaningful connections without the pressure of traditional commitment. Choosing to have open and honest relationships allows for personal growth, while accepting breadcrumbs sets the stage for a life of misery. In this fast-paced world, the concept of marriage has evolved, and many men find that they prefer to avoid the potential stress and legal complexities that can arise from divorce. Embracing a lifestyle that allows for flexibility and adaptability can bring peace of mind and protect your financial future. To be honest, men like Leo DiCaprio know that getting married is a stupid move, so he wants to screw some holes, which he does without signing the marriage contract society wants you to sign to expropriate your resources.
Do you see that for you?
Sure.
You want that?
I think everybody eventually, not everybody, but I think that, eventually when the time is right, absolutely, yeah.
But does married life seem a little boring to you?
Does it seem boring?
A little sedate?
No, I've seen interesting marriages and I've seen not interesting marriages.
There you have the answer. The best time to marry is never. And upon seeing other colleagues getting screwed during a divorce, he doesn't want to go down the same path. Let's keep on reading the article. What can women do to reverse the trend of men not wanting to marry? Women need to shun premarital sex. For this to work, women collectively have to decide against it. Men, by nature, will have sex as soon as a woman allows it, but not knowing a man's intentions towards you can lead you down a bad road once intimacy has started. You might find it difficult to decipher who is genuinely interested in you versus only physically interested in you. Only allow men with good intentions into your life, men who will stick around and want all of you. Women should embrace feminine behavior once again. This means no yelling or cursing just for the heck of it, especially not in public. This means crossing your legs, wearing skirts, smiling, flirting to get your way, being polite, and using your feminine charms to your advantage. Doesn't that sound so much easier than having to argue and fight your way through a relationship? It is. Men are much more willing to embrace commitment if they know they are dealing with a feminine woman and not just a man in a dress. This will help them take the plunge much more easily because an agreeable woman is much less likely to get divorced than a woman always at war with her husband. Women should take up cooking again, although automation has it so that men can eat conveniently made frozen and takeout meals. Fast food cannot hold a candle to a homemade meal, especially one cooked with love. See, these are simple things men ask for. Men are exceptionally simple, but women make things extremely hard. What men want is okay, alright. Pun not intended, Michael Scott, that's what she said, you know what I mean? What men want is a fit, feminine, and friendly woman. That's the basis. Then, she must be cooperative, supportive, inspirational, and overall a good person. Men recognize the incredible value of women who prioritize themselves, their dreams, and their well-being, and not hoes, flaky women, and bad chicks who just want your money and not you. These are the women who choose to shun premarital sex, valuing meaningful connections and emotional intimacy in relationships. Such women create stronger and more fulfilling partnerships, but sadly, are pretty much nowhere to be found in the Western world. When seeking a life partner, men look for those who embody feminine behavior with grace, kindness, and respect. These women foster loving environments and ensure smoother, enjoyable relationships. Is this too much to ask? Looks like modern women think so. Embracing the beauty of femininity, men will find themselves drawn to the charm and authenticity that these women exude. Men were eager to build relationships with women who understood the power of their feminine allure and used it to enhance their lives together. These women are not only alluring, but also genuine and treasure-worthy. Embracing relationships only with such women and men could open doors to a world of harmony and mutual growth. Let's not forget the simple joys of life men love, such as sharing home-cooked meals prepared with love. Serious men only embrace the opportunity to marry women who possess these qualities. By choosing partners who prioritize self-improvement, emotional connection, and harmony, men discover more happiness and fulfillment than choosing a woman who makes their life unnecessarily difficult.
Let me tell you the fundamental thing. The type of man that you want has options. He can choose Israel, India, Egypt.
Can I say I wouldn't want a man who didn't choose me?
The challenge is what you are bringing to the table, what you want. The other girls are not going to fight him for. You want him to support and join your team as well. These other two girls, India and Egypt, say, I will just join this team. I'm not trying to do all those. They have the advantage over you. You are combative. You are combative. When talking to you, we're gonna have to argue. With those girls, you don't have to argue. So the challenge is gonna be, why would he choose them over you?
Wouldn't a man get bored by a woman who doesn't have any opinion or care at all?
Okay. And so the unfortunate reality is that is not true. And if you keep on viewing men view women the way you view men, you will keep on experiencing the same negative results over and over again. No, to answer your question, no, they will not get bored. It's actually peaceful.
Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.